Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Castle Story. Yes indeed, welcome back to Castle Story. I forgot to do that little croon on the end of story. Oh well. But yes, welcome back to what is actually turning into a pretty decent fortification, in my general opinion. Let's unpause it to get things rolling because we are due to be attacked pretty soon. Oi, don't get stuck out there, please. You've got things to do. Thank you. Go, keep on going. Thank you. I also must sadly report that I think that I jumped to conclusions slightly on my testing last time. I'm not sure why they're ignoring these empty mirror ones to go to that, but I've since tried it in a different game, just messing around, like poking around a bit at random. Get back here, please. Okay, guys, it's time to start grabbing weaponry and things because it's almost it. Boy, I told you to go and get a sword. Never mind. You know, yeah, never mind, never mind. Here they come. So I'm going to lock this task. So yeah, I don't think there is any kind of priority. Like, also I'm going to have to lock this task. I hit space, thinking like, ooh, this is going to pause it. No, this is Castle Story. Don't lose track of your games like that. Oi, get out of there, please. Also, a slight update as well on the like single bar means don't do it. Not quite accurate that actually, because it is actually I'd like to correct myself and say that if it's a single bar in terms of its priority, then the Bricktron. Why am I thinking of my Bricktrons as enemies? Then the Bricktrons will actually still do it. You know, that kind of thing. But let's switch you over to defensive mode, please. Thank you. We could use our other people, actually. Yeah, you go grab, you go grab, you go grab. Because we've got incoming neat, mean things. But that said, we've also got a lot of like firepower to help out as well. I mean, look at all this. It's like Daka Daka. There's lots and lots of magic just to help punch things. And even just the single person just standing on the gate. Wait a second, what the heck are they doing? They're punching holes in the wall. What the hell? They're punching holes in the walls! And as soon as they punch it, then they wander off and go a different route. It's like, I don't even know what they're playing at, quite honestly. But the pathfinding algorithm for the Corruptrons is somewhat confusing when it comes to trying to fortify certain areas. Let's put it that way. We could also use them. So, quite frankly, I'm not so sure that I can actually wall off all the sides accurately. Because I had that side walled off, and then I think that's why they punched these bricks, and then they decided, oh, I can actually go that way, and they wandered off that way. So it's like, I'm not sure. Anyway, back to work. Everyone put your weapons away, those of you who've got them. We've got a bunch of people unassigned right now. I think maybe it's because it's just so narrow on here, so maybe I should just demolish all that. Get rid of it. Actually, don't bother bashing the bricks in the top. Actually, just salvage those. I can put those to use somewhere else. But get rid of those bricks in the bottom. Just to get rid of those. So I'll leave this as my like big general opening. So it's like really wide, really inviting. It's, hey, my Corruptron friends, come this way. I have cake for you. Yes. Come this way and all will be fine and just and happy and merry and all that jazz. We won't shoot you with magic. Oh no, no, not at all. I may or may not be lying at that last part, quite honestly, but you know. Let's apply that. Get some more tree harvesting. Priority 2 on that to go and grab resource. This as well. And we've got 7 minutes basically before the next wave hits. And we've got plenty of Brictrons, and we've got magical defense assist going on as well. My question though is, we've got bricks in storage. Why didn't you guys build this? Is it just not accessible? Yeah, I think it's a question of temporary access, isn't it? Oh yeah. And for some reason that is red because it's unsupported. Okay, yeah, you guys win. You can have some temporary access onto this area. So apply that, because they can't get at the stuff up there just yet. So they need the temporary access to help them go and do stuff. So I just need more stone, basically. I need to start thinking about quarrying operations. Because I do need more stone. I've not got enough of that lovely grey stuff. I've only got small amounts of brick left as well. So, a quarry. I can plant a really long-lived quarry over here, actually. Let's go ahead and assign this thing. It's going to be kind of hefty. Just because it's going to be lasting for quite a while. Rotate the staircase around that way. There we go. And then, because this is going to be like a massively long-lived quarry, I'm going to drop it so that it's down the bottom of the island, kind of, like that. So this is going to go way down. We're going to excavate this entire layer, effectively. Like that. So there we go, that'll deal with that. Wonderful. There's some spare logs and things around here. Let's move the cleanup task so it'll capture those logs. Pretty please. So we'll do all that. That's going to apply to that. It goes to as far as here. It goes as far as my middle section. So I'm going to add a new construction task now. I've moved. Darn it. I can't see what's going on until this goes on. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Right. I mentioned that there is an exception to command level 0. Because I said in the previous episode that command level 0 basically means Brictrons will not do it. I need to correct that too. Brictrons will not do it of their own volition. So they will still do a task, it's just they won't automatically assign themselves to and from said task. So if you take a Brictron, you can manually assign them to a task which has a 0 priority permission set to it. It's just that that's as far as they'll go. They'll work on it quite happily. They just won't. I need more storage flat out, don't I? Ugh. Let's drop some more storage, like max priority. Apply that there. I can actually see where the edge of that is now. So grabbing some additional storage capacity over here. And this is, of course, going to be the priority storage for all the stone, the lovely, lovely stone that's coming out of this section. There we go. Yeah, that'll be priority stone storage, just for the quarry. So there we go. Apply all that. So there's plenty of planks in storage. They can go and get that all. But we do need more space for things, regardless. Like, I think I'm going to set these guys to be purely for logs. Yeah, look, they're dropping stone in that, even though these ones are set to priority stone only, so yeah. Accept anything. You guys are an overflow, you guys are an overflow, you guys are just planned out for wood. You guys are somewhat restricted. I need to get some restricted things in here, actually, to just to try and keep things relatively under control. You're done. Get rid of you. You're done. Get rid of you. Just clean out my tasks now. Just like... Is that iron source done? That iron source is done. Get rid of you. Is that stone gone? That stone is gone. Get rid of you. So they're running around trying to get additional bits and pieces and spares and things like that. But yeah, because of the priority tasking it elsewhere on the clearance and stuff. Right, you guys are only stone. So right, these guys will only accept stone coming out of this quarry. Perfect. No matter what, they'll always be stone. In fact, I need to get this one cleaned out. Yeah, you guys are kind of idiots. Always. Always have been, always will be. Move your stone supply over there and condense it, please. So let's move all the stone over here and get it all condensed. That, of course, is my loose stone. Stop doing that, please. Idiots. That is going to be my loose stone stockpile. They're just running around gathering all the logs and things out of here right now. So, you know, they're pulling in all of these raw logs. So that's a lot of logs going into storage. I'm not going to be wanting for wood, I can tell you that much for a fact. But as you can see, this area is like pure logs, but they're actually dumping a lot of stuff into this one because it's just flat out close to get to. So my quote-unquote scientific results at the end of last time, I think, are just like misjudged and wishful thinking, basically. It is also time. Oh, no, put that back. Alarm call. It is time. We have to prepare ourselves to defend. Because while they were starting to put in another sentry, we're not quite there yet. We need our defenders, like, ASAP. So let's go ahead and... We still not got any additional defenders. We've still, like, 6 of our people defending. And we got another 3 people running around just doing whatever they please, basically. But that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Because we do not need more than that. But now we've got another experiment going on, which is, seeing as we have got knights standing there and there, we will move the archers forward a bit so they can just quite happily shoot anyone and everyone that tries to get that way. We're going to see if the Corruptrons who are wandering this way decide to punch the walls again. Or if they just quite happily wander through. It looks like they're quite happily trying to wander through. They're stopping there, so that's the pathfinding going on. They're trying to work out where they're going. They stopped there, then they've kept on going. So, having that side walled off is okay. This side is close enough to let them wander through. And now they are lining themselves up. There is another section coming through. Oh, there's a punchy person. Wait, Bistro, get out of there. You're not meant to be outside there. He is pathfinding. Okay, right. It looks like if I leave a suitably wide approach for them, they can quite happily pathfind to get to where they want to go. Which is great, actually. Right, yep, here comes the big punchy guy. You guys need to be set to attack mode now. Briscoe got a sudden helping hand on his journey. Oh, punchy. Oops. Fly, my pretties. But yeah, that is all absolutely fine. No real damage done. This is definitely proving to be a nice fortification, though this area does need improved access. You two need to get out of the way because archers are coming through. Back to work. This is a really awful access, actually. No, don't go there. Let the archers out. The sooner I can get rid of that, quite honestly, the better. Okay, there we go. Just leave them be. Right, sorted. Jolly good. So, based on how this is looking, I'm willing to call this area safe. I've not seen anything trying to spawn out here. So, yeah, I'm willing to call this safe. Let's give them a construction task just to get rid of all of this wooden stumps, because unfortunately, I don't think there's a command to automatically clean this stuff out, so I need to do it manually. And how's the terrain looking? The terrain is actually really flat, which is also good. So let's just apply that, let them demolish it, just clean that out. And then we will have this test area, which cannot be readily accessed by the Corruptrons. Because the Corruptrons are keep trying to go this way, so they can't actually get up this gap here. Which is absolutely fine. You guys are carrying stone. Does that give me a resource? Killing these tree stumps? No, it does not. Yeah, they just have to go around and punch them all, basically. That's absolutely fine. Okay. Jolly good job, guys. Jolly good. Also, there's a random log there which needs to be cleaned up. Mo, please move that log. Just get it out of here, please. Thank you. Someone ditched that for some reason. I'm not sure why. We are out of brimstone. Yeah, we're out of brimstone actually, and we are now generating steadily resources over that way. We need to start thinking about other things. Like now that we've got this place, we've got access to this. We can actually start setting this up as a defensive platform, a defensive strong point, if you will. But that means we need to decide how we're going to arm and fortify this area. So let's start to do some construction work over this way. I know this area is still being worked on, and we're still waiting on brimstone and things. But oh really? There's a slight slope there. Well, let's level all this out. I wish the level command was applicable for this, but I found a flaw in the leveling command actually, and that is even if you tell it to just dig down, only to dig in, it doesn't. So if I was to drag out an entire level command for this entire area and set it to be flat with this top, you'd think it would just like take off the top, right? No, the areas that are outside it, they will actually build up dirt from the ground to get up to here. On the bright side, this means I know how to refill dirt, so I can fix the terrain if it gets broken in some way. But it also means that I've got to do it manually like this. Like just removing every single blemish just to flatten it out. Unless that I'm just being yeah, I'm overthinking this. If it's small enough, yeah, it's just... Actually, that's all right. I don't need to do that. Oh, cancel that. Right. I just need to build the actual surface of this, I suppose you could say. Let's do that. Right. What I want is to get a flat surface here. So let's actually get rid of that. So that'll be a flat section there. I might as well flatten this area as well, I suppose. Let's get rid of that too. That's all okay. Apply all that. They'll quite happily come and dig that out. And then, I suppose I want to work on this section as well, don't I? So let's actually harvest some of this out too. I want to leave that bit there as it is though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 walls. Yeah, that seems fine like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm starting to carve in to this just a little bit and extend its natural borders a little bit to flatten it out. So that I can just do that. And that is preparation for building some actual defensive points out of this section. Like I'm thinking like a couple of defensive batteries of stuff. The problem is I can't do that until that bit gets dug out as well, so I'm going to have to wait for some clearing work to finish on that. This one should, however, be, I think, priority 2. It is, so this one is a higher priority. Any stone bricks that get done get finished and worked on faster over that way. That's absolutely fine. All right. But this is still looking like quite a nice little castle, I think. We could probably do a little bit better. I must admit that. I mean, there's all sorts of things I could do in terms of like further beautifying it, I suppose you could say. How about Merlions? We could do something like that. Like, what would happen if we did it like this? Yeah, that's an interesting little addition, I think. Yeah. And it doesn't... the thing is, the Merlions are actually counted as being 2 bricks tall, so, you know, it's not weakening the wall in any way to have them in like this. So I could do like that. The question is, I've got to be aware of how I'm going to try to maze all this as well, so... Was that a warning? Let's apply that for the moment. Yeah, we're almost due for another wave, as it is right now. Okay, good. We've got access like that, so we can actually remove... Why did you do that? We can move that. Because we've got access straight through that bit. But yeah, they're just trundling around quite happily working on this entire section. But I need brimstone flat out. But right now I also need alarm call get to combat. We're almost at the point where we can station... We can actually station some archers higher, actually. So we can get these guys down here. That's jolly good. We can get those guys... the archers are coming in. We can actually station a couple on top to add their arrows to the general defensive firepower. So we can station a couple of guys on top there. The 2 knights are going to be set to defensive mode, of course, like that. And we've got magic caster. We've got witches coming in. That means we've got some kind of range. We're going to be dealing with some range nonsense. There we go. There's summoning. They are quite happily, once again, pathfinding. So yeah, if I've got a suitably wide approach point, they don't get too confused. They got a little bit confused by that, but that was recent construction. And now they're actually running past, so I need to close that gap slightly. But if I put my guardians like in the middle like that, they can more or less do okay. However, this crystal is getting punched. And it's going to get... Oh no, they managed to kill it. That's good. But yeah, he is trying to shoot. He's struggling a bit because there's actually a brick wall in front of that crystal. So that's good to know. That is quite interesting to note that. But my archers can fire back at him, so they're having a fun time doing that. But this guy will stop and shoot at crystals if he can. So I need to be aware of that, I suppose. And the bright side though, actually I wish there was like an experience system in this game. There is not, but I wish there was. Okay, back to work, everyone. And do I have a cleanup task covering this area? Kind of. I need to apply it there. But yeah, that actually worked really well. I do need to put some healing crystals in though. I've not done that yet. I completely forgot to be quite honest. Let's see. Where can I fit a healing crystal into this arrangement? I have not really put anywhere to install a healing crystal. Now that I'm looking at it. Let's knock that block there out, actually. Let's knock that out, then extend it opposite to this, so that'll be 2 extensions, and then that gives us 2 spots behind that for crystals as well. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Let's do it like that. Just knock that out, and then expand it a little bit. I'm still very happy with how this is all turning out, though. It's looking quite nice. Also, I think we need to get, like, these two guys should be, like, permanently on quarry duty. And I'll actually lock the quarry as well. So it's just going to be these two guys working on it. I said two guys, not... Oi. Walk. Walk, go dig in the quarry, please. And Mo, you go. So this is demonstrating what I was talking about earlier. It's a priority 0 thing, so they can't auto-assign to it, and in fact those guys automatically went off it. But now I've manually told them you're not on automatic, you're going to work on this. One of them is still buggered off carrying something else. What are you doing? I told you to... Unless it's like... Welcome, Pippo, to the group. Unless it's like... it's no priority for auto, but I've told it you are going to have 2 people on you. Oh wait, here comes Wok. Okay, he just didn't realise that... He finished his existing task and then he went and came back, it looks like. So, yeah, never mind. Alright, it was just a slight bug. Okay. There's something that I need to do, actually, which is the stone. I've not actually worked on this yet, so I do need to actually get started on this. How to do this? The thing is, I want to make a reinforced floor for this, but you know what? Let's see what it looks like if I do it like this. I'm just trying to do something interesting with it, you know? Oh god, I'm falling into that stage of like, when you feel you're confident enough with all of the stuff, you then start to try and be interesting, quote unquote. I don't really want to be falling into that category just yet, but you've got to admit, I am actually being a bit artistic again with all this stuff. But there we go, this is going to be like a nice flat baseline here, so it's going to be a flat floor. And then from that we can actually start to build up some kind of defensive position, like the fallback. I mentioned back when I first carved that out, that I was thinking of like having some kind of defensive fallback point back there. Let's see. Need to fill all this in. There we go. That'll fill it all in. All right. And more importantly, we can also get this. Oh wait, I've messed that up because we want to get that there, and I want to tunnel out that one as well. And then it's like I can get that back there. That one needs to be a single brick, but at least that's starting to come in. And then to match the height of the rest of it, I need to put in that there. So that'll be a height 4. And these 3 banks are going to be like entire sets of sentinel crystals, like 4 in each one. So it's going to be like magic bombardments. This one can hit anything coming in this here. This one will hit things trying to come around here. And then this one will be hitting along this area. Though the thing is, if there's any of those magical casty creatures that come in, they are going to get distracted a little bit trying to murder my stuff. So there is that, I suppose. Why are you guys carrying stone down that way? This entire section here is dedicated to stone. Why are you carrying stone to that? You Bricktrons just confuse me so much sometimes. Also, you put wood in there and not in there, even though you're harvesting it from all over here. So it's like, why? Why did you? I'm confused. I don't understand you, like you morons. You guys, your intelligence leaves a little bit to be desired. Let's be quite honest. Also, we need to back this section out like that because we want to apply a healing ward there, which will help out anyone trying to just protect it. And I suppose a lantern ward there as well. So apply those 2. So I've got a healing and lantern ward coming into that section as well. It's really starting to take shape. The sun is setting, and I'm afraid we're also at 30 minutes. So I'm afraid that is the end for the episode. Well, we've got our first stone source digging down. We're starting to see hints of iron and brimstone in there, so we'll start to get trickles of resources. There is that, I suppose. But yeah, this has been Iron Mark III. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. See you all later. Let's see.